Nice.
Hola, amigos, and welcome to the Mark Out Mania. I am Pedro Boyd of the shirt that keeps us falling down, and we have
Good job.
with us all the way from the turntable. It's James the Extreme. Sarno, how are you? How is everything in Jim's house?
Everything at Jim's house is good. I'm watching Crown Jewel as we speak, the main event, and just chilling, ready to rock and roll. Lots to get into. Lots to get into today. Can't wait.
Rock and roll, hoochie coo. My voice is all cracking. But hey, you know who else we have? Someone who was arting it up with me last night, doing the art. It's Zeus King Dark, the god of thunder. How are you?
I'm good. Straight out of the kitchen.
Straight, straight out of the kitchen. You ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Those bagels look good. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Cooking breakfast.
Oh, by the way, Zeus, I like how you made the quote unquote dinosaur purple so we don't get striked.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a dinosaur. It's a dinosaur.
It's a dinosaur.
It's not shooting fire.
Dinosaur. He's purple, and he is not at all like any other purple dinosaurs.
Right.
It wasn't fire. It was not fire, Zeus. It was bad breath. Yeah. Halitosis is coming out of his mouth.
And you gotta check his passport. I don't know if he's ever been to Japan, so that's good.
That's right.
A big thank you to Zeus King Dark for all the awesome graphics and visuals.
Yeah, man, that was good stuff.
For the show and for me, for my Twitch channel and stuff. He's been making lots of cool stuff. Thank you so much, Zeus.
Of course,
everyone needs to check him out on Twitter. I keep calling it Twitter. I know people sometimes correct me, but
it's Twitter.
Twitter sounds better.
Yeah.
Than saying like check him out on X. Check out his X account at Zeus King Dark.
Yeah, I'm the porno artist. No, come on, stop.
We've been on Twitter so long that we call Twitter.
Right, exactly. Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Some things get rebranded, and it works better. It sounds better, but X does not sound better than Twitter.
No.
Twitter is lighthearted. It's fun. It's
Do you guys remember when they switched it to X? There was the little controversy about and I never knew about this website or whatever, but there is a controversy that if you had videos on Twitter, they're now like people were calling them X videos, and there's some website called X videos, and it was definitely not what you wanted to be associated with.
Right.
But anyways.
Just leave it to the idiots.
Anyways, what's going on?
That's why you don't have hamster videos on X, because then they're hamster videos.
X hamster. I never heard of this.
That gives a whole new meaning.
Do I not want to know?
Don't do it. Don't do it, Pedro.
I will not investigate hamster. I will not.
Don't do it.
But hey, it is Saturday morning. We're live. I hear WWE Crown Jewel in Perth, Australia is going on, and James, the Sarno has been watching it. Give us the rundown. What all has been happening?
Well, as of right now, I'm watching Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes. So we're going to see if Cody Rhodes could actually win and extend his streak to 4-0. But if you want to keep the story interesting, you got to have Seth Rollins go over, in my opinion. So, but we'll see. I will say this about the Crown Jewel show so far. It's okay. The best thing about it was John Cena versus AJ Styles, and it was fun.
How'd that start out, Pedro? James?
They started out, John Cena comes in the ring, AJ Styles first. John Cena comes in the ring. Everybody goes crazy. And then you have Alicia Taylor reads off John Cena's thing. the 17-time, only time, to go to all time, British champ, whatever. The crowd goes crazy. And John Cena then he pulls out a piece of paper,
Huh.
hands it to Lisa Taylor, and says, "Read this." And Lisa Taylor smiles. She smiles and she reads it, and it's this whole thing that runs down AJ's career. They talk about Bullet Club. They talk about TNA. They talk about everything. They even said he's the face that runs the place. The man is going to beat up John Cena, the phenomenal one. AJ Styles. The crowd went berserk. So I had a smile on my face watching that. And you could tell it was a shoot because AJ Styles had no clue it was coming. Yeah, because and had the camera on his face. He looked shocked, and he said, "Oh shit!" It was cool. It was cool. That match was the most fun I had in a while, simply because not only was the crowd so into it, the announcers were marking out. Fucking way better than Michael Cole were marking out because John Cena was doing everybody's move from this company, from that company, from whatever company. It didn't matter. And the announcers were calling out the moves. He did the Walls of Jericho. They said, "Oh my God, there's the Walls of Jericho." Even Wade Barrett said, "Oh my God, he's breaking them down." They were just going for it, and it was so much fun. It was so much fun. John Cena's smiling. He did the choke slam. He did a tombstone. He did everything. You name it, he did it. He did a Superman punch. He was doing everything, and the crowd was eating it up. He did an RKO. He tried to do a punt. It was like ridiculous. And the crowd, and then AJ Styles started doing it. He did Shawn Michaels sweet chin music. He was tuning up the band. It was the crowd was eating it up, and I give kudos for WWE. And Pedro, you've even talked about this about the time where one of the differences between the AEW show and WWE shows the production. Now in
Oh, it's a
Perth,
big difference.
I don't know what the crowd is. I'm gonna say maybe 10,000, 12,000, maybe. But the way WWE was shooting this and the angles they were giving us, it looked like it was 50,000 people in the place.
Let me look it
As
up on
opposed to
WrestleTech.
AEW show where there's 50,000 in a place and it looks like it's only 5.
Yeah.
So the way WWE was shooting this, it looked amazing. Now I'm saying they have about 10. I mean, Zeus, this building can't be no bigger than the Garden. I mean, it's not bigger than the Garden. So I was maybe 10, maybe 15 tops. But it looked like it's a lot of people. But it's so I give kudos. But it's been a good show. Oscar was stiff, beating the shit out of Io Sky. Yeah, fans were going crazy over Rhea Ripley, of course. Bronson Reed and Roman Reigns had a knockdown drag out, and the seeds of dissension was planted again in the bloodline as Jey and Jimmy Uso caused Roman Reigns to lose, and he was like,
Roman
"I
lost
love
to
you."
Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed hit the tsunami 1, 2, 3 on Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns was so pissed at Jimmy J. Uso. You heard him say, "I love you, but I don't want to see your faces till Christmas." He actually said that. So it's been a decent show. It's been the crowd's been nuts. The crowd's been they're nuts.
WrestleTech is not showing the thing for this show. I wonder why.
And everybody and their mothers wear a John Cena t-shirt, so it looks like I see it yellow.
I was thumbing through their feed too. Did you see AEW's got Blood and Guts coming to Greensboro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's in November, and they only have the setup for 3,800 people.
What?
Right.
Yeah.
Hold on. What?
They've sold like 2,800 at the moment.
Wait a minute. How do you then? If you're only going to set it up for 3,800, then what's the point of booking the Greensboro Coliseum?
I mean, maybe they're hoping that they'll sell more, but I mean, you know, who's going to be there? I mean, it's not Sting.
It was Zeus. If you're going to book the building, then book the building. Don't book the building and then make it 3,800, because then you could go anywhere for that.
Well, I mean, you know, theoretically, but I don't know. It's you know, it also says there. I mean, standard admission is $29. I mean, there's only one Sting. That's,
Yeah.
And I mean,
and he better not show up.
I mean, they don't have the kind of stars to sell out Greensboro, without somebody like that, and they don't have anybody else, like that at all. I mean,
because they were hanging from the Raptors when I was there. That place was yammed.
Well, I mean, Sting helped sell out the building, decades before.
Yeah, exactly. Stings and the Suns
James,
and everybody. Yeah.
James, I was watching just now this clip. It had all these angles of Stephanie McClure doing her corkscrew moonsault on Tiffany Stratton, and that landing was a little rough. That was a little rough.
I thought Stephanie took the worst
bad
of
for
that.
Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, I was like,
oh no, her knees land so hard on Tiffany Stratton. I was like, oh shit.
Ouch. Yeah.
Oh.
Wasn't the one that she landed on Io Sky. That was picture perfect. This one,
AJ Styles, the gear he wore was like gear he wore in TNA a long time ago.
Yep.
Oh, it's like
cool.
those the short tights.
Yeah. The two-tone shorts he wore, like half blue, half white on one side.
White.
Yeah. That's like
even the same boots. The same boots.
Yeah, same boots. Yeah. I'm telling you, the whole match was fun. Everything about it was fun.
You know why it was fun? Because it's full of member berries.
Yeah, you know what, Zeus? You're absolutely right. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
There's a big member berry pie. You remember? Yeah, you remember when
remember
and you know what, Zeus?
I remember.
Zeus, you know what?
Remember when he used to wear that Rambo necklace around his neck? It was real tight.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah. And you know what, Zeus? I had my fork all up in that pie. Okay? It was fun.
Right, James.
I know.
Okay.
I didn't realize it after I said it.
Don't go around forking the pies.
Yeah. I had my fork up in that pie. James, I have another comment. I understand to some extent why last year the Crown Jewel belt was like the size of a city. But why are they still the size of the city when they're putting this on Stephanie McClure and she is like legitimately tiny, like in stature?
That belt was bigger than her.
Yeah.
It's like goes up to her chin or something.
I thought she was going to tip over from the weight. I was waiting for
big.
It's like when the Saudis commissioned it, they were like, "We want it so big, Andre the Giant can wear it." Like,
yeah, exactly.
Okay, but he's dead.
Okay, I got to show y'all something. James, I think I know what they were going for with the Cena Styles thing today. Let me show y'all. When y'all see this reference, you're gonna get why they were dressed, how they were dressed, and everything. Look, see this Pro Wrestling Illustrated cover from a long time ago?
Oh yeah. That's the same. That's pretty much the same outfit AJ had on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they were going for.
Oh, yeah. So many member berries.
Yeah.
You know,
But I like the fact that Steeler was smiling as he's doing everybody's move. He was enjoying it. He was actually enjoying himself.
yeah, I'm looking at Hunter putting the championship belt on Stephanie McCarron.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. She looks like she's
so
gonna
big.
tip over.
It's so
She looks like
big.
she's gonna tip over.
It's like
I'm like, don't
riot
fall.
shield.
That should look big at Triple H's hands. You can imagine Stephanie?
Man, I tell you, that is, you know, and they're gonna charge her for another bag for that. You know, taking that.
Nah, but it goes back to Saudi. I think it goes back to Saudi because it's part of that WWE experience out there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So they have them both on display with the rings and everything. So, yeah, because the opening montage, it showed them taking the belts from Saudi. The WWE experience,
Oh,
this big thing. It looks like a walking toy store. I mean, this thing is huge. They have all kind of memorabilia in there. They took the belts, they put them in fly cases, they drove them all the way to the airport, and then they put them on a plane. You know, it was a whole big to do.
Oh, welcome into the Double B 78. I am here. I hope I didn't miss the collision breakdown. No, we still got that to come. We still got collision breakdown.
Brian Bell, what's going on, brother?
Yeah, because we got to break it down because nobody watched it.
Yeah.
Break it down. I was just watching Asuka stand on Io Shirai's head. Like she literally both feet standing on the back of her head. I don't think I've seen that spot before.
I'm telling you, man, you got to see the kicks. Pedro, you got to see the kicks. They're brutal.
That's James's favorite move is standing, getting his head stood on.
Only if done by Bozilla. Only if it's done by Bozilla.
Or Raquel,
Well, I can't lie. Or Raquel, yes. She'll be on Raw on Monday, so that's good. But this 8 o'clock in the morning bullshit's killing me. I was up at 7 o'clock in the morning this morning watching the pre-show. It's like, really? It was on since 6. I was like, what?
Seth Rollins did a coast-to-coast headbutt?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm watching it now. He looks like he's... I don't know. This match, well, obviously I'm not paying too much attention to it, but, I mean, it's been going on for about 20 minutes already. 20, 25 minutes it's been going on.
And
I mean, I'm for better ending than WrestlePalooza.
Zeus, I'm going to give you credit for this. You had said a month ago, because I've been bringing up the thing that I think wrestling matches go on too long now, because my feeling on it is the wrestling aspect doesn't matter as much anymore. It's just it's just TV show. So to me it doesn't make much sense. Like, just get to the moments and stuff, because that's the stuff that matters, and that's what the people are there waiting for. They're waiting for the moments to happen. And you had mentioned in movies and TV shows, fight scenes don't last that long. You don't have a 30-minute fight scene in a movie.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're Roddy Piper and they live.
Yeah, but that's still only like 4 minutes.
Yeah, but it seemed like an eternity in movie world, right? So it seemed like they were fighting forever.
But I think that whole scene is probably only 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah. Seemed a lot longer.
But yeah, we
Dude, I don't think it should go that long, right? Well, what do you think a good match length is? What, 15 minutes, maybe?
no, that's way too long.
Yeah.
It's got like
I-
a really important match needs to be 15 minutes.
Right.
You know,
Like a WrestleMania main event, right?
yeah, that can be that. Like I would take 20 minutes on a WrestleMania main event, right?
Okay.
But like your average match should be tapping out at maximum 8 minutes.
Right.
You know, that's plenty of time to develop a story, hit some moves, build the ending, and then have the moment. And
Oh.
because you need the entrance and you need the exit and the drama, and it just doesn't need to be a lot more than that. And the fact is the less complicated these younger wrestlers make these matches, the better, because you overcomplicate things and then you start lining up things that you can't do, which is
Right.
we've seen it in NXT, we've seen it in AEW and all over independent wrestling, and people don't understand that less is more. I get it, you're trying to make a name for yourself and you're trying to steal a show and everything, but does your top rope fuckinator really gonna matter when it's only a count of 2.5? When it doesn't end the match. How many top rope fuckinators do you have to hit
Yeah.
to make it?
That's the one thing I don't like about today's wrestling. It's like the spam finishing. I mean, you get 9 finishes and you still can't pin them. Like, really?
Yeah.
What's the point?
The Double B said, last summer I fell off a 5-foot ladder just cleaning leaves, and I was half broken for days. I wasn't about to do anything at all for 20 more minutes. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Be Brian Big. I take it up by a ladder. That's all.
Yeah, he wasn't gonna get up and let somebody fake beat on him for 20 more minutes. Yeah.
Yeah. He goes, that's it. I'm done. I ain't fighting with the tree.
Which I mean, I don't know what y'all are referencing, but I'm referencing when Triple H blew out his knee and he still had that with Stone Cold,
that tag team match.
and
Benoit and Jericho. Yeah, that was 2001, I think, or was it the year before that?
I'm pretty sure it was after the invasion, so it might have been 2002.
2002. Okay.
I want to say.
Pedro, were you able to find the attendance on WrestleTix? No.
No.
I
Zeus, you didn't see it either.
Let me see here.
That is the worst looking rough bump I've ever seen. Oh my god. Oh, here we go. You're no good.
Yeah.
So they're saying it's 13,683.
Okay.
So and they're saying it's a sellout.
Okay. Yeah, because I was gonna say that building doesn't look like it's bigger than the Garden. It's about the same size, maybe a little smaller.
Yeah. So.
But the way they was shot, like the way they show it, it looks like it's a lot of people.
I had not seen as much on Twitter this week from my mutuals from Australia about this show as much as the last time it came through. But I mean, I think that the last time it was kind of like, they were saying it felt like it was a much bigger deal that you know, that WWE was coming, then AEW, and that.
But yeah, because wasn't the last show Elimination Chamber?
I think so.
Yeah.
And that, you know, that they didn't, you know, a lot of people didn't, you know, that the, you know, how, you know, that it wasn't worth going all that way to Perth, you know, for what AEW was offering, and especially after announcing they were going to be in that stadium show, and then moving into the smaller arena and shafting everybody that had bought tickets. And yeah,
sorry, I'm trying not to laugh at something I'm reading. I don't understand what the reference is, but so James, that Seth Rollins Cody Rhodes match finished?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
It's still going.
Because I'm seeing the result.
Refs are good.
That's why.
Oh yeah, you seen the result online already?
Yeah, I won't say anything. I won't say anything.
All right, so I mean, it must be on a brutal delay.
Yeah,
unless I missed the finish. Unless I missed the finish with the weakest ref bump in history. Oh my god!
I saw somebody talking to Charles Robinson the other day, and they were showing some of his ref bumps and stuff. That poor guy, man, he really gave his body to wrestling.
Oh yes, Seth Rollins did win. Okay, there you go.
Don't forget, one of his lungs collapsed one time because he took that elbow drop from the Macho Man, and Macho Man didn't protect him on it. So
that belt even looks huge on Seth Rollins. Look at that shit.
Of course,
look at that shit. That's just like a blanket.
James, if you sat that belt down like on your floor or something, if you left it there a week, by the end of the week, there's like a colony of like who knows how many animals living in it. So I mean,
it's a picnic table. Look at the size of that thing.
Clean it up.
He's supposedly 6'1".
We'll see.
I mean, that's listed height.
I've never seen him in person, so I can't say.
I haven't either. So,
well, if he is 6'1", then that belt is huge because that's what it looked like on me then. Well, I mean, I don't have his body, but that thing is. Look at the side plates. Oh my god, the side plates are like dishes. Look at the size of that thing.
Zeus, we need a Photoshop James head on Seth Rollins.
Yeah, just add a few scars on the chest, and yeah, okay, we'll be all right.
Bonus points if it's Seth Rollins with Becky Lynch. Photoshop Melina's face on Becky.
Yeah.
Hey, I saw a thing from an excerpt from somebody's book, talking about the Muhammad Ali Antonio Inoki fight.
Oh, okay.
And it was saying that let's see if I can pull it up real quick. Because apparently Vince went over there with we hear shit in the background there.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I gotta see what he's saying.
No, it's fine.
He just snatched the mic from Kathy Kelly. He almost pushed her. What a savage this guy is.
Yeah, he's got obnoxious turned up to 11.
What? You ain't lying, Zeus. That man is like, holy shit. Come on, I'm ready for somebody to come out. You are not the greatest of all time. Shut up.
There's only one. And he is originally.
Oh. I want to ran you in and come on RKO him to a table. Oh well.
You know, people think they still love Seth Rollins.
They do. They do.
They man, that Burn It Down music comes on, people go nuts.
They go crazy. They go crazy.
Okay, so this is from Freddie Blassie's 2003 biography.
Mm.
And it says Vince McMahon said that the Inoki Ali fight was initially supposed to be a work. Absolutely was. But then Ali came to Japan, took one look at Inoki, said, "Shit, I can beat him." And of course, right? Of course, all Ali's crew, his cornerman, Bodini Brown, and all those guys said, "Yeah, champ, you can beat him. You can kick his ass. Come on." And so it turned into a shoot. And Vince said, "I was in Japan, supposedly representing my father, and Freddie and I had a wonderful finish set up, which no one to this day knows about. Gene LaBelle was the referee. He was a wild man and a good friend of Freddie's. Gene would have done anything in the world that Freddie said. Freddie's idea was that Gene would bring a blade with him to the ring and maybe wear it on his thumb. As soon as there was any contact at all, Gene was going to put himself in the middle of the combatants and accidentally trip or whatever and headbutt Ali. And when he did, Gene would have to go up with his hands, to check the forehead of Ali. And then Gene would start sawing Ali with the blade. Even where Ali wouldn't get hurt, but he would bleed profusely because Gene would do a damn good job and Gene would have to stop the fight because of the blood. Thus, the fans would want to see a return match or some damn thing. I don't know how my dad found out about this. When, telegraph, telephone. But he knew I was up to no good over there. He said, "God damn it, you're dealing with Muhammad Ali, and you're going to get into trouble legally in Japan. Get your ass back here now." So
I want to see the guy who's got the balls enough to blade Ali. I want to be that guy.
Right.
Yeah, well, I mean, Judo Gene LaBelle, he didn't fear anybody because, he was in the 60s. He was a judo guy fighting boxers.
Right.
So he wasn't scared of Ali necessarily, especially in that kind of a situation.
That still takes a lot of balls, Zeus. I mean, you're hoping. I mean, you're hoping that leads to the best of moods.
But he was kind of crazy too, so
yeah. And you imagine Ali going, "I don't like the way that felt." Bat! and just punch him in the face. Oh my God.
That doesn't work for me, brother.
But that don't work for me, brother. Bad. I got knocked out by Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
Wow, that's some shit.
So nobody came out at the end. Seth just
got Stephanie came out holding the belt, which is bigger than him, and Seth Rollins said something. She smiled, like I think he said something like, "I'll try to read his lips." I think he said something like Becky Lynch. Something's coming for that, and then Stephanie just smiled.
That's funny.
That belt looked like atrocious. It just looks atrocious. It's fucking ridiculous.
They are really ugly. Did they?
Yeah.
They have like white straps this year. Last year they were like green or
No,
black.
the black for the men's and white strap for the women's.
Oh, okay. That's what it was. Okay.
Yeah,
I got it.
But that's the graphic they put on screen is like has 50 carats worth of diamonds, precious jewels from Australia and Saudi Arabia, but all over the world, forged in gold and diamonds and precious metals and okay.
They need a
just
video
like Okada.
They need a video
just like Okada. He's the undisputed, united, international, continental, horizontal, whatever fucking champion. Okay, please.
That they need a video like in Lord of the Rings where they're making the One Ring and all that stuff. Pouring all the metal.
exactly.
That's them making the belt
One belt to rule them all.
to rule them all. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
The Continental, International, Superflicious, Horizontal, Vertical Blind Champion, Kazuchika
Well,
Okada.
Since you bring up Okada, and Okada is in the home of the actual real professional wrestling, as told to me by Lord Lux, paid for. This endorsement was paid for by Lord Lux. Brian Bell earlier was asking about the rundown, the breakdown, or whatever for Collision. Let me tell you about Collision. Let's see. It's tonight on whatever channel, TNT, HBO Max. You get Chris Statlander and Tony Storm and Harley Cameron versus the Triangle of Madness, which is Thekla and two other people I don't know. Yeah, I know Thekla, but I don't know the two other people by visual who they are. Kota Ibushi versus Josh Alexander, Jockstrap Alexander. Is this where Kota Ibushi gets injured?
Yeah,
is this the match where he gets injured?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
The Golden Lovers are retired. They fucking need to retire, both of them. They're done.
So
physically, they're done.
Ibushi gets injured, and they're going to run this match anyways. A mixed tag match. Megan Bain and Fart versus Will Nightingale and Jet Speed. Eddie Kingston versus the Beast Mortos. Max Caster.
You know, Monet's boyfriend's going over on that one.
Yeah. Max Caster and Anthony Bowens versus Big Bill and Brian Keith. And then Tay J in action. Tay J.
Who?
It's Anna J and Tay Mello. Tay J.
Yeah.
Tay J.
Lord.
Some Tay J for.
Yes, Tony Khan's gonna lie about that too. Well, you know,
what is
NDA?
What is the deal about that? I don't know all the details. What is this about? The NDA?
Okay, so supposedly, so all right, so the state of Texas, right? If you say I'm putting on a show for 30,000 people, the state of Texas gives you a certain lot back to actually help cover funds for the initial setup, transport, to run the buildings, all that stuff, right?
Okay.
So that's all based on the attendance number. So obviously, the bigger number you have, I mean, the more work that was put into it. So he was saying, AEW All Out Texas was 27,000, 800 people or 28,000 people, whatever they said it was. Right. In reality, it was barely 21.
Oh, really?
And the contract he wanted the state of Texas to sign was part of the NDA, was part of it, saying not to give out the actual figure of the paid attendance.
Oh.
So he wanted to keep that shut. He wanted them to basically sign an NDA. Yeah, because of the money they were getting reimbursed. Now that money also included a whole slew week of activities, 5 shows, right? Supposed to be 5 shows AEW is supposed to put on. They ended up only putting on 3.
Yeah.
So he's asking for money for 5 shows where it's only 3, and for 30,000 people where it's only actually 21. And then he wanted to sign the NDA. Then he wanted to sign the NDA saying, "Don't release the numbers if the numbers don't match up financially. You can't release." How they come out was that in the state of Texas, this is all public information.
Oh, okay.
So the minute it was filed, because it takes 6 months to a year to get that money back. So now finally the money from All In, so finally it could be paid out. So all the numbers had to be released in order for that money to get paid out.
Welcome in Finish Line Comics. Good morning to you. Top of the morning to you.
Hey, Finish Line Comics, what's going on? So, as soon as that information was released, there was only 21,000 paid attendance.
Wow.
And then he didn't want them releasing the numbers, so he wanted an NDA, so he lied. But then again, I'm not, it's like, this is wrestling. How many people lie about attendance? Everybody and their mother,
I mean,
right?
yeah.
So, 190,000 at WrestleMania. No, come on. So it's he's trying to swindle people.
Interesting.
That's why everybody was up in arms, because he wasn't just bullshitting people about the attendance. He was trying to get, he was trying to bullshit his state to get money.
Mm.
So I guess
I don't really think it like benefits that much to lie about this stuff, but
no. If I'm Tony Khan, this is what I would say. I would never lie about the attendance. I would never lie that 300,000 people, only 365,000 people watched Dynamite this week, because the numbers are right there. So what you should say was, instead of saying this is the biggest year of all time in AEW, clearly it's not. It's in the fucking toilet. What you should say is, the people who come to our shows enjoy it. All the people who do watch it enjoy it. That's all. That's it. Oh my God, we've had record numbers. You're full of shit, and that's why people don't like you. Just acknowledge the stuff that actually is, and that's it.
there's more reasons than that why people don't like them. But
but just acknowledge the fact. Yeah, our numbers are not where we want them to be, but the people who do show up enjoy our show. People who do watch enjoy watching. That's all you got to say. That's it.
I do have a counter to what you're saying, James.
Mhm.
Potentially, because of the streaming deals and stuff, they may be making more money than they made in previous years this year. But
Fair enough.
they're not having as big attendance and merch sales. You're right.
No, no.
Everything else, the metrics are all down. Yeah.
Right.
But they may be making more money on paper.
So don't bullshit people. Just just say, listen, it is what it is. Stop trying to be what you're not. Okay, Tony Khan has his indie mindset, and he runs AEW like if it's an independent promotion. It just happens to be a rich independent promotion. That's all it is. That's basically what it is.
Yeah, it's the inmates are running the asylum. It's just they don't have a good direction, and they they dropped off to what 321,000 viewers for Dynamite.
Yeah, that's outrageous, and I don't want to hear about baseball playoffs. I don't want to hear about Monday Night Football. I don't want to hear about this or that, because every year it's like that. Every year. Every year
it's because it was on a different day. It was on a different day, and the playoffs.
They didn't set their DVRs like I told them to.
Yeah, but it's funny because NXT there's 600,000. So hello.
The overrun set. If you don't have the overrun set, you're going to miss valuable time at the beginning and the end. And
so tired of all that bullshit.
There's things that we're doing all the time in AEW that set ourselves apart from the rest, and quite frankly, they're just doing it better than WWE. But the numbers don't show that, because everyone is watching it on Max. 90% of their viewers are coming from Max nowadays, and that's why everyone's moving away from cable. They're it's just like the 2010 slogan, cutting the cable. People are doing that in 2025. They're cutting the cable, and they're all streaming. 14 billion people were watching on HBO Max last week. They're not releasing the numbers, but I have it on a very good authority that's there's clearly 14 billion watching Dynamite last week.
So first off,
There you go, Zeus. Good job.
James, I have to ask you. Or are you upset because the Toronto Blue Jays took out the Yankees, and this is what cost AEW their ratings? Or
Don't fucking start, Pedro. Okay. Yes, I'm upset. I'm upset, but it only lasted a day because the Giants beat the Eagles, and I can't stand Philly, so that was good. But yeah, I'm upset about that. And yes, Finish Line Comics. Yeah, they always try to sell how superior they are. They will never admit low numbers. No, they're not. They will never admit it, and it's stupid not to do it. Where we all see the numbers. It's every week. Every week they come out, so don't try to bullshit everybody.
but
See,
Just
if they would just wrap themselves up in the facts, like, look, we are trying to showcase our wrestlers in the way that they want to be showcased, right?
right. That's a perfect way of putting it, Zeus.
It's like, just say, look, this is Tony's vision, and he believes that in the future it's going to get better, but it's not getting better right now. It's getting worse, and they have to figure that out, because if I was looking at some of that other stuff on WrestleTix. I mean, there are other shows for Dynamite and Collision and stuff. They're very small. They're less than 2,000-3,000 people in a lot of them. So it's like,
I'm still trying to wrap my head around how you not set up. How are you not set up the Greensboro Coliseum for? How is that only set up for 3,800? This is the Greensboro Coliseum. What are you doing?
It's and here's the thing: the way that the floor mat looks is like there's an entire, like, the hard cam side is entirely blacked out.
Oh, then don't book the building. Oh my god, that's an iconic building. What are you doing?
Right. So So your alternatives in North Carolina, right? If you're going to come to North Carolina, because they're coming to South Carolina too. But so, like, you have in Winston-Salem, you have Lawrence Joel Veterans Memorial Coliseum, which I've seen WCW there, I've seen ECW there. That's a smaller. They have a smaller arena there. Which is, I think the most it's ever fit is like 10,000. So you could easily have, set it up for 5,000 with the stage and all that other stuff, and
Right.
Make it look good, and just get people down lower and whatnot. That would be a good alternative. In Charlotte, of course, Independence Arena, is about a 10,000 seat arena. It would be less the way that with the AEW stage, but there are other alternatives than Greensboro. But once again, here's stuff we don't know. When they started to go to Greensboro, did they have to say, well, we'll, not only will we put on this, the Sting retirement, we'll come back.
They have to come back and fulfill like another 2 dates, right?
Right. We'll come back in 6 months again, and a year again. We'll put on 6 shows, to get this one. And I think that anybody that works at the Greensboro Coliseum, would have said, yes, we want Sting's retirement to be here, versus anywhere else, especially in North Carolina. But it's just, it was the perfect storm I mean, you really have the history of that building is tied deeply into Sting's career.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's the home of Clash of Champions. The first one where Sting and Flair went 45 minutes. You know, like I said, I saw Sting and Flair there. You know, in 1990, after Sting's first title defense against Ric Flair, after he was there.
Yeah.
So there's so much history there that it only made sense, and then if they have to kind of eat it, to make that big.
I understand that. Yeah.
Show, I'm sure they were because of course they probably hope that they do more than 3,800.
Well, then why don't they put on a card that's worthy of the building? If they know they got to book the building, then put on a card that's worthy of the building. So this way, you can put more fans in there.
But who do you?
James?
Do you have?
Yeah. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Wait, to properly talk about this, we have to get into Tony Khan character. Okay, we have to get into Tony Khan character. So let me tell you, only the real professional wrestling can be in a historic building like the Royal Coliseum. That's why. That's why we're back, because you only want the real professional wrestling to happen at a real legendary place like the Royal Coliseum.
Oh, that was good. Okay.
I rolled it up earlier, waiting to do this.
You're waiting for.
I was waiting
to use that
to do the joke.
Pedro including props on Mark Out Mania, ladies and gentlemen. That's
I do have props. I do have props.
Yeah, that's like booking the Garden, only putting 5,000 people in. Like, what are you doing?
Imagine the day AEW gets to be in the Garden. Oh my God, if they ever get there.
Place.
Real wrestling has returned to the Madison Square Garden.
Hey, do you guys? Speaking of the Garden, do you guys remember? I guess it was it pre-pandemic? I think it was. When AAA was going to have that show in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They were going to move it to the annex because the ticket sales were in the shitter.
Yeah.
And then they just ended up canceling it.
Yeah.
This is what we talk about, like when you're talking about the visibility of a company, and how much that has changed from then to now with the co-ownership of WWE, and how excited people are to be able to see AAA wrestlers, excited to see WWE wrestlers in AAA. It's like it's a huge difference. I mean, you're talking about. The company looked like it's been on the ropes for a long time. And
Zeus
breathes new life.
Zeus has me excited now. Zeus has me excited for AAA under the WWE to end up in Madison Square Garden now. For real.
Right?
That might happen. Hey, it might happen.
Can you see? I could see. El Grande Americano.
Yeah. It's funny because you remember that show, guys. Remember the show, The Garden, with New Japan and Ring of Honor?
Yes.
And that place was rocking until the Ring of Honor people showed up. But yeah,
Yeah, I think AAA and WWE.
That's when Okada won.
Doing a show in Madison Square Garden would be amazing.
James, you sounded so sad, James. You're like remembering. He's remembering better times. Like that's when Okada was still Okada and he won.
Yeah, that's when him and JY had that match at the Garden. It was awesome. Yeah.
Yep.
And Okada won. It was like those were the days.
But you
Now
know
it's
what,
the
James?
Continental International Humpty Doo Horizontal Vertical Champion. Whatever that shit is.
I hate to say it, James, but it's over, isn't it? Isn't it? Oh, isn't it over?
Now he's just a
It's
little
over.
beach.
Beach. Beach.
Better.
Hey, Finish Line Comics. I wanna show you something really fast. Last night on Twitch, Zeus King Dark and I were doodling. We were doodling it up, and here you can see what Zeus King Dark was drawing. You can see
The
the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka. He was doodling that up last night, and
That looks hot, man.
I was doing this.
Oh yeah, you did some more on it.
So
Let me
that's what
see.
I was doing last night.
Oh, that's hot.
It's a little vampire girl. I try to make her face look kind of like a bat. I don't know if you can tell. I try to make her face look kind of like a bat.
Like her hands look creepy.
Yeah, very. She definitely looks like she's woken up.
Yeah,
She's definitely worried
hungry.
about the sunlight hitting her.
and
Like, feed me.
you know it is the time of year for Halloween, and treats like this vampire Kit Kat, this Count Kit Kat. Let me tell you guys about this Kit Kat bar. So do you remember the Big Cat? The Big Cat from Kit Kat is like a really thick version.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's really fat and thick. Okay, so in the past I used to like those, but I liked it because the chocolate was thicker on them. The chocolate was thicker. But the last time I had it, I think it was last year, I had one and I was like, oh, I didn't like it because it's just too much. It's too rich. There's the inside's too rich. And then back in the Easter of this year, they put out rabbits, Kit Kat rabbits.
Uh-huh.
And they had like the thick chocolate like the Big Cat, but it has the inside ratio like a regular Kit Kat. And we were like, whoa, Stephanie and I were like, whoa, these are really good. This is like the perfect version. This is the same as those rabbit ones. So if you want the thick chocolate like the Big Cat, but you don't want so much thick inside, you want like a regular inside, look for these. But yes,
I want to try one of those some of those Japanese Kit Kats they got. They got like supposedly like 300 flavors of. They got like
yeah,
like matcha, and I don't like matcha because matcha tastes like dirt. But
I haven't had matcha, so I can't say.
It tastes like dirt. It tastes like dirt and grass. It's not. I don't like it. I wanted to like it, and I didn't know what the hell it was supposed to taste like the first time I tried it, and I was like, I don't like this at all.
Tastes like chicken.
No, it doesn't. It's not. But yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because like now, like every time I pick up a piece of candy or whatever, I'm always checking the sugars. And what did I have the other day? They had a Chips Ahoy, chewy Chips Ahoy with a strawberry filling in it.
Oh my god!
What?
Yeah,
I never heard of this.
Yeah, it's a limited edition Stranger Things. So it's a dark chocolate cookie, and it's got a strawberry filling in it. And you need to nuke it for 15 seconds. But two of them only have like 12 grams of sugar, so I would eat them 2 at a time, and that's it. I can't eat a row.
Finish Line Comics said, I'm setting up for Saturday morning comic talk. You should join us one week, Pedro. I mean, we have this show going on at the same time as your show, so it'd be difficult. But the person you'd want actually is Zeus. Zeus is a comic encyclopedia, so he's the guy you would want.
Mhm.
I'll be glad to come by.
Mhm.
Hey, there's I'd be glad to come by and talk comics. There's new avatars, a whole slew of new avatars on WWE Slam.
Oh,
Yeah,
is there a new
a lot
Oscar
of
one
them-
or?
Yep. It's a little. They have like a little. They look kind of like the Funkos. It says they're animated.
Oh, okay.
Kind of cartoony, and it's like original Oscar with the orange and black. And
I'm gonna go check it out.
Yeah, and they got Cena and Roman and Finn Balor, Bianca, Drew McIntyre. They got a Dirty Dom logo. They got a
Speaking of
Death.
comics, so I forgot if it's Marvel or somebody else is putting out a prequel comic to Predator Badlands.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I just, every time I see the trailer for that, it just, I just don't care. It's just the same. The glowing swords. The glowing swords just really. I mean, that's a huge glaring problem I have with this movie. It just goes against everything of them being stealthy. They have these giant black swords that glow red. So I'm just like, that's stupid. Plus, like, why are they, every bit of their weaponry they've always been carrying around, folds up or condenses itself to being small so they can hold it tight to their body to be inside of the cloaking field. It's just, it's just one of the many stupid things, and not to mention another fucking stupid ass, Wayland Yutani fucking android, but that was fucking.
That's nothing compared to that they're actually speaking. They have a language.
Yeah, I know, and they sound.
Wasn't the Predators thing just a mimic, right?
Yeah, but I mean, whatever their language was, I always felt like it was telepathic. I don't know if it always just made more sense because when we saw them interact with each other, even like at the end of Predator 2, they're not talking to each other.
Right.
The leader walked in, everybody knew what they were going to do, and then he just looked at Murtaugh and tossed him the gun, and he said he said in English, "Here, take it."
Yeah.
Here, take it. He said that in English because he's mimicking English.
Yeah.
So, I hate everything they're doing with this stupid fucking movie.
Zeus, Finish Line Comics said it would have to be Marvel. Like you would have to talk about Marvel if you were, but which I think that would be okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I could. Just not really like modern Marvel. I mean, the world.
Or is Marvel doing the Predator comic? Is that what he meant?
Oh, maybe.
Oh, it could be.
Maybe.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be Marvel that did the comic. Oh,
hey James,
James, you need to rush out to your local comic book store because they have the new DC X AEW comic book starring Orange Cassidy. Hey, can you imagine?
Christ.
Can you imagine going to Jack Kirby and say, "We want you to draw this fucking skinny guy wearing sunglasses"?
Dave Cochran doing Dave Cochran doing fucking Darby Allin with claws.
He barely kicks people with his hands in his pockets. And Jack Kirby would be like, "That's not a fucking wrestler." Like this guy,
Jack
can't-
Hunter
Yeah.
would draw
he
Bruno
couldn't even be a
Sammartino.
sidekick to a sidekick.
He said we mostly stick to indie comics on his show. Well, that's cool. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
Um,
I used to be a lot of Dark Horse, but not anymore. I
James,
haven't picked up a Dark Horse in ages.
James, I got a card and Stardom card party. I think you'll want.
The Bozilla?
It's a different one.
Ooh,
Oh,
look at that.
Purdy.
Why is there a piece of watermelon on there, Pedro?
I don't know. I didn't make it. I promise I did not make it.
I'm just asking.
And Zeus, I got a card. I got a card you might want as well. Actually, hold on.
The answer is because everybody loves watermelon. Now that's cake, and I like cake. Yeah, that's definitely my slice cake right there.
Ooh.
But we were. You brought up the Predator Badlands trailer. They put out the final one. To me, it's still visually it looks terrible. It still looks really bad. But
it looks worse.
Well, a PS5 game, Pedro.
Yeah,
yeah.
It actually looks worse than the original.
It was like a PS5 game.
I can see where they were trying to add more details and tighten up some of the stuff, but it still doesn't look good. It still does not look good. But
how does the actual Predator from 30 years ago look better than the one now?
Right.
Real. It was real. Practical effects will always. People need to understand.
Isn't this Predator practical effects? Isn't this guy in the actual mask?
No. If it is, I mean, there's too much CGI work going on for that to be the case, in my opinion. But I don't know. But look, people don't really get this, but they should. If you do this with your own phone, if you take your phone and do this, you'll see what I mean. If you look at something, you put it with lighting and stuff, and you take pictures, you film it, you film an actual thing, it's going to look better than if you film something in front of a green screen or whatever, or you have to make the model on your computer and you have to create the background and all this kind of stuff. It's never going to look as authentically real, and it's never going to look as good as a thing that you can actually film with a camera with lighting and all that going on. Like, it's just, so that's why practical effects and things are always going to look nicer, because they're real. An actual thing is happening and a camera is capturing an actual event. So it's just logic,
Pure pee-pee caca.
Practical effects always look better than CG.
Yeah.
And of course, the scariest thing is that that the Predator nearly looked like a retarded praying mantis.
Yeah, that was worse. Yeah. Oh yeah, the whole thing with Jean-Claude Van Damme in it. Yeah.
Like
horrible.
I would love to hear the story of how that was initially greenlit. That design, that was greenlit by a studio, and for a Schwarzenegger movie, right? And where was this original Yautja design? Where was that? Did somebody have that just in case the
No,
didn't work out? I would love.
No, that came about. No, that came about. If I'm not mistaken, James Cameron had a hand in that design.
Well, whoever
He was sketching something like that one day on an airplane, and I forgot who he was talking to, and it found its way through this person and that person, and it ended up being used for Predator. It was actually a James Cameron sketch.
For the Yautja or for the praying mantis?
The Yautja.
Oh, interesting.
After the praying mantis got aced. Yeah. I don't know the exact path of the sketch, but it ended up in the hands of somebody who had to do Predator. And said, hey, this how about we use this? They contacted Cameron, and they he elaborated more on the design, and they took it from there.
Well, it was brilliant.
Yeah.
There was nothing. I mean, that between the mask and the face.
All right, Finish Line Comics. Have a good show.
And
Yeah, have a good show, Finish Line Comics. Thanks for stopping by.
The whole design, I mean, it really captured. I mean, before the movie came out, and you got to see, because I remember Fangoria magazine.
Mm-hmm.
They used to the horror magazines used to get and
I used to love that mag.
Starlog. You remember Starlog magazine?
Yep.
I think that might have been the first place I saw some of those preview pictures of from the Predator, and I remember me and my friends were just like, oh my God, this is just, this is amazing looking. And
I mean, the first picture I showed was in Fangoria. It showed Jesse Ventura opened up. It's the first picture I saw. I was like, oh, look at that. I was like, yo, what movie is this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember just before I went to go see the movie in the theater, I saw they had the Yautja face on the cover of one of those magazines.
Nice.
I was a little disappointed because I was like, man, I wished I'd have seen that in the theater first.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was still by the time, I mean, it was such a cool match. By the time you see the face, you're just like, holy shit.
And then we went from that to this.
Yeah.
So when it's coming on Badlands. No.
No, maybe you'll end up liking it. Who knows?
Well,
you know what, Pedro? I'm done with that shit, okay? I gave Alien Earth the benefit of the doubt. I went all in. I was cautiously optimistic, and they fucked me. They dangled the worm on the hook. I fell for it, and then they yanked the rug from underneath my feet. No more. No more.
Zeus, bring up the quote.
I refuse.
I'm a xenomorph whisperer. I am a xenomorph whisperer. Why is it in the
when your xenomorph is getting out of hand, you have to go. You have to. It's not. You're not being aggressive. You're not being angry, but you're being dominant. That's how you have to.
It's not a goddamn rock. Oh my God!
Is this Caesar? Is this Caesar, the dog whisperer? Okay, okay.
It's not a goddamn golden retriever. It's a xenomorph. Jesus.
Oh man.
No. Stop. They had me too. They had me because it was good, and then I don't know what the hell happened. That they just flipped everything back. Whoop. Disgusted. I refuse.
So, Alien Earth did not turn out as you want. It looks like Predator Badlands won't turn out. But James, how was the movie you did watch this week? I'm trying to remember what it's called.
Bring Her Back.
Bring Her Back.
See, it's so nice to watch a movie without any expectations whatsoever. So I'll flick it through because, I went through one of my insomniac sessions. I'm up at 3 a.m. I'm like, you know what? I need a good horror movie. So I'll flick it through Max, and I'm like,
puts me to sleep.
Yeah.
Because I get all under the covers, I get like, ooh, So I'm like, okay. So I put this thing on. And you know what? I give it an A for originality. It was all right. Had some good practical effects. It was spooky. It's not great, but it's good. Uh, it could have been more, but but it wasn't. But it was just enough that I enjoyed it. I enjoyed a good movie. I enjoyed the movie. The premise is simple. Young mother has her daughter drown in the pool, so she finds this old videotape of a Russian curse practice back in the early days in the 40s and 50s or whatever it is. But it's an old tape where if you find a child, you can hold the spirit of the person who died inside the living child to be able to transfer it to a permanent home.
Mm.
So the little boy, they find the whole spirit goes, because he looks normal at first, but at the end of it, because he has this, he has a spirit in him, and like if the spirit doesn't come out, the body by a certain time, the actual host starts to deteriorate. They show this little boy just deteriorating to nothing. And it's driving the mom crazy. The mom's trying to do everything to find a host. And she's killing people, and she's doing crazy shit. And it was good. I enjoyed it. It was a good horror flick. It was all right. Not bad. Not bad. Good job, HBO Max. Good job. It was unexpected. I wasn't expecting. Those are the best movies where you have no expectations. I had no clue what it's about. Like, yeah, hit play. Let's go. No fucking Yalta speaking in tongues. No. Okay. So, yeah, it was all right. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, but Zeus, I got bad news for you, buddy.
What's that?
I got bad news. And it hurts me to say this. But so far, every single review I've read took a big dump on Tron Ares.
Yes, I've been
Oh,
seeing everybody apparently hates it.
They said Tron Ares made Tron Legacy look like The Godfather.
did you see the Telegraph's review headline of it?
No.
They said something like Tron Ares is so bad it makes you wish AI would destroy Hollywood.
Damn.
Or like it would hurry up and destroy Hollywood. That's what they said. Yeah, it would hurry up.
I'm tempted to see it just to see how bad it is.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of is built to that level now. So, is it out?
Zeus, yeah, it's out.
It came out last night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zeus and I were waiting for this.
I think I think there was limited like Wednesday and Thursday screenings of it.
Yeah. It has something to that effect. Yeah.
So
that trailer looked really good, but
it did. I was all amped up. I was like, oh, let's go. But if Woody would have gone to the police, this would have never happened. It's no good. Everybody's shitting on it. Yeah, everybody's
pooping on it.
And so I'm like,
we just have to see how it goes, because
but now I got to see it, Zeus.
I know I want to see it too, but
now I really got zero expectations. Like, oh, don't mess up my Tron. Fucking Disney. You can't trust them anymore. That's it. They're done. That's it. They're done. Not only do they mess up the
give up all your money.
Not only do they mess up the IPs that they bought, they mess up the IPs they already own.
Yeah.
Their own IPs are starting to screw up.
And James, we are in the minority because we love Legacy so much.
Yes. I you know what? Yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm a shill for Legacy.
I didn't see it, so I can't say. I did not see it. So.
I don't think you'd like it, Pedro.
No, Zeus and I didn't watch it long.
That tells me a lot. That tells me like if someone's gonna have a critical eye, then no, you're not gonna like this movie.
Zeus, I hear that that they just totally mess up the whole ending of Tron Legacy.
Oh, great.
Uh,
What is it with people and they just get in a room and they're like, oh, well, you can't do that because you just messed up the ending to this. It's, I went off the other day, because I even feel like the prequels of Star Wars messed up Star Wars even before the
Right.
Disney ones came out.
right.
Because
I hate the
because
Phantom Menace.
because
Fucking midichlorians. Get out of here.
it's not that. That's not what ruins the whole thing to me. Is because in Star Wars, in the first 3 movies, Vader is a badass. He's never like a coward, right? He's evil, right? But Luke says, I can sense there's still good in you, right? But then we have the prequels, and he kills defenseless women and children.
Children.
Not once, but on 2 separate occasions.
Yeah.
Before he becomes Vader.
Yeah.
Anakin
Yeah.
did that.
Yeah.
Twice.
Twice. You're right. Twice.
And Padme is complicit with him.
Yes. Thank you. Somebody said it finally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Finally.
All right, and she enables him. It's like, oh, it's gonna be okay. No, it's not. I'm sorry your mother died, but you can't go slaughter innocent women and children. Now that's when you say, oh, you're lost to me, Anakin. Yes, then is when you should have got rid of him. Not after you had kids with him, because you turned him from an enemy into a monster, and that fundamentally screwed up everything. And the fact that instead of and then they make all of the Jedi, all the Jedi are wearing the cloaks and tunics of people from Tatooine. The people of Tatooine don't wear Jedi clothes. The Jedi are wearing Tatooine clothes, which doesn't make any sense because they're not from Tatooine. That's why Ben is wearing it in Star Wars, because that's what everybody wears. That's why Uncle
because he lives in a fucking desert.
That's why everybody that's on Tatooine, they dress like that, because it's hot as fuck in the day and cold as fuck at night. But there's no reason to dress the fucking Jedi like that span the universe in many races and environments.
Even Mace Windu. Even Mace Windu had a tunic on. You're right.
Right.
Ooh.
I mean, it just, it's terrible. I'm sorry, George, you fucked it up first. I mean, they flushed it down the toilet, but you set it on fire.
Yeah.
So, when Bean and I were doing the Crap Talk show, you remember that, Zeus? When we had the Crap Talk show, there was an episode. There was he was using that weird voice. That voice.
Stupid.
There was a shout out to Bean, another brother from another mother. But we had an episode that's spent mostly on the topic of the Star Wars prequels and like the different, like sort of our generation, how we viewed it, and like how his generation viewed it. Because for his generation, that was their Star Wars. They didn't get to have the original trilogy, like come out and stuff.
Younger than us.
Yeah. So for us, it was like we were like, what are they doing to our Star Wars? And
that's the Holy Trinity.
Yeah, and one of the things that I've always said about one of the things I always say about the prequels, one of the big problems is they should never have existed, because you can never accurately live up to what people built up in their heads about what happened in the past. Because when they talked about it in the original trilogy, They talked about the stuff from the past. As Zeus was saying, the things they said about his dad, about Anakin. You're never going to be able to show that accurately if you also have to show him overcoming crisis and this and that. It's just you're going to have to come up with things that are going to make him a bad person or make him this or that. And they went a whole direction we couldn't even anticipate. They made him into, as Zeus was saying, a monster, like an emo teenager monster or something, like beyond what anyone would anticipate, right?
I'm gonna slash children and hold my can of bubble tea at the same time. Yeah.
And the whole deal with the like, why did Anakin have to be the one to create C-3PO?
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Why does C-3PO and R2-D2 need to be in the prequels? They didn't need.
Yeah, and like
they need to be in it.
Because they're on Tatooine in Star Wars, and and they of course they're walking around, they're tentative, and that they're like foreigners in a foreign land, but in all honesty, they've spent years there together.
And it makes no sense. You're right. It makes no sense. They did not need to be in the prequels at all.
And he literally, he takes C-3PO back with him to Uncle Owen's, and and then it just he's just like, oh well, this is totally unfamiliar to me. No, this is where you're built.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Zeus. I can even argue that George Lucas messed up before that. He messed up when he redid the original movies and changed the fact that Han shot first.
Han shot first, and also the other thing was when Luke is basically going to, like, he'd rather die than join his dad in The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah,
he gave him a scream,
right?
Like, ah!
Right. Yeah.
Instead of being a willing sacrifice, like he'd rather, instead of giving the dark side another.
He messed up before the prequel movies came out because he started tinkering with the original trilogy.
Yeah.
He changed this, he changed that. Like, yo, what are you doing?
Yeah, and there's just some of that stuff was just too much. It's like, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. You hear that, Disney? Just because you can doesn't mean you should. No more fucking alien shows and leave Predator alone.
Well, you can just bet that they're hoping that they can pull out another couple Predators.
They're gonna have more of it. They're gonna have more of it.
Melted cult of personality fucking Predator.
I can't. It's going to be a death to me. They take one of the greatest horror movies of all time and turn him into a golden retriever.
Well, you wait until they put the next one where they put like a little tiara on the xenomorph and the xenomorph goes shopping.
Yeah,
that monster gave me nightmares as a kid. Now I want to feed it a fucking milk ball.
Is the xenomorph queen? Is that technically a Disney princess now?
Yeah, might as well be at this point. Oh, it's just I can't. They why? I mean, you want to talk about milking IP? We all discussed this. I mean, they're going to milk it to there's like nothing left. I mean, can't you come up with an original monster? Can't you? I mean, didn't J.J. Abrams do it with Cloverfield? He thought of his own shit. Somebody think of something. Think of your own monster. Don't use a xenomorph. Don't use a Yautja. Don't use a predator. Don't use none of that.
James, but you know why they do it? The money.
I know. Easy money.
Right. So, easy money. I haven't heard that song in forever, but So you know how you were talking about Cena versus AJ Styles earlier.
Yeah.
and you were loving it so much because it was so much fun, and they were having all this goofing off with doing everyone's moves and all that. And Zeus was saying, "Member berries, member berries, member
Yeah.
berries." Well,
It also
no,
makes
but
that good, Pedro, is
this is
that
why they do it.
you know it's for the last time. There's not going to be another one. And that's
Until
another
Saudi
reason why
Arabia.
it hurt. I know that's what Saudi throws, John Cena $25 million to come out of retirement. But at least you know, as of right now, that's it. There's not going to be another one. There's going to be a spinoff or a sequel or prequel to this match.
Let's revisit this in 2027 when Saudi Arabia's WrestleMania comes around.
Yeah, but I mean, John Cena can say no because he can afford to say no. A lot of other people may not. That's the difference. John Cena can afford to say, well, you know, it doesn't matter what you throw at me.
Yeah.
He goes, I'm not flying halfway across the world to put my body through it. And, his body's not looking that good anymore. I mean, he's got, we all know about the issues with his skin, and, he can't tan anymore. He couldn't work out for a while, so now, like it's starting to show. He wasn't able to lift weights, and so he's you give him $30 million, you could buy a $100,000 wheelchair? No.
Oh my god.
Well, that apparently that Smashing Machine movie is not done well at the box office.
And everybody, and everybody raves about the performance too. Well, yeah, but the Rock's gonna take the money. He doesn't need either, but he'll take it. I heard the Rock's getting paid off I mean, his tequila alone's killing it. So, but
Oof, yeah, open with $6 million in U.S. ticket sales, which was below the projected 8 to 15 million. And consider
because technically it's an independent film, right?
It doesn't matter. I mean, it's got The Rock in it. You'd think it had, especially like you say, it had great reviews.
Yeah, everybody was loving the performances. Him and Emily Blunt. Yeah.
And it just goes to show he's just not a great,
Yeah, great chemistry together. So you figured, they would come out on the screen.
There is a big thing you have to say about the box office this past week, and that is the literally biggest star on the planet had a thing out in theaters this past weekend, and that was number one. And this Taylor Swift, is bizarre as that is I think for us to like process. This is the literal biggest star on this entire planet, But yeah, nothing was going to do well, much less. I mean, what's The Rock next to Taylor Swift? As strange as that sounds, it sounds strange to us, but it's a reality at the same time.
Yeah, because if you're a teenager, you're going to see Taylor Swift, and if you're younger, again, your parents are taking you to see Taylor Swift. So that's double the box office.
Yeah, if your
numbers.
parents are teenagers or whatever, you're taking your kids to
right.
see.
So not only so you add them to the list. So I mean, as good as the acting is in Smash Machine, as they say, I don't think nobody wants to see The Rock beat the shit out of Emily Blunt. Because it happens. It happens in a movie. So, and they both said it. They both had to step away for each other for like a day after that because it was so emotional. Because he's wailing on her.
Dang.
Yeah. Well, that's what Mark Kerr did. I mean, he beat the shit out of his wife. So they didn't shy away from it. But that's what I said. The acting, everybody says the acting's great in that movie, but So either the movie itself was no good, or just nobody wants to see it.
Well, he's a really obscure fighter for one thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he's from, the early '90s. I mean, he was.
You know about him, right, Zeus?
Yeah. We all know
Yeah.
about Mark Kerr, but
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching the early, UFCs and the early prides and stuff like that in the '90s, and he was just, he's just a giant freak of nature, and but it's just like, from people outside. I mean, probably the biggest name from, the biggest name from back then was probably probably Randy Couture.
Right. Right.
And you wouldn't consider him a mainstream star so much either. So it just like, the whole, it, like you said, it's an independent film, because I mean, I don't think a major studio would have ever, picked a biopic to make about, somebody who's just so obscure. I mean, I don't even know how many fights he had.
Wasn't he undefeated at one point?
Well, I mean, everybody's kind of undefeated.
Well, yeah, but like, wasn't that his big claim to fame?
15 wins, 11 losses.
Oh, so much for undefeated. Jesus.
Yeah, but he lost his last 5 in a row.
Oof.
And he lost 5 in a row.
Oh, UFC's on.
Before that.
UCF, let's go.
Yeah, he did have a an undefeated streak for a while.
Okay. Said he was a gentle giant, but it was the drugs that made him fucking nuts, right?
I suppose.
Yeah.
It was those drogas.
Yeah.
It was the drugs. He was like, I'm gonna get my Tony Khan on.
He did.
I should have kept the thing rolled up, James.
Oh, good, Pedro. Good. There you go.
He looked like a He-Man action figure. There's no doubt there.
Yeah.
Yeah. James, you were saying like about the movie being good. Do you think it would perform better? I just want to point out, and I've said this many times before, actual quality does not translate to success necessarily.
Oh, I know that. Yeah.
I mean,
look at Tron Legacy. Great movie.
Well, but no, look, mediocrity does better than other stuff in our modern times, because it's comfortable. Things that are mediocre and comfortable connect with people more, because they don't have to think about it. They don't have to be scared. They don't have to be anything. They don't have to be pushed on anything. They don't have to think. It's just like, oh, this is familiar. This is what I want, or I see myself in this. Blah 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 blah. People don't, quality doesn't equal success anymore. Like, you don't need that for success. You just need a brand that people will subscribe to, because we are very, very much in a tribalism era of life. So
I agree. Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're about to announce here? James, like, I agree, and this is my announcement. I am with
it's just, that's why I like movies like Bring Her Back, because it's refreshing to just enjoy a movie, not have any expectations. Not by a major studio. I think it's A24 puts it out. So I mean, it's not like it's So it's not like it's nothing new. It's just refreshing. I would like to see Smash Machine. No, I mean, I want to see Tron Ares too, so I don't say much. But
I'm sure it'll be on one of the streaming services.
Yeah, he'll put. Yeah.
Especially
Oh,
if it bombs at the box office, it'll be on streaming in 3 months.
yeah. Even one of those sites, even less, probably 2-3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what one of the things I miss about being back in North Carolina. I had a buddy who he'd rip torrents and stuff.
No. I mean, I read one review where the guy said Sean Aries made Sean Legacy look like the Godfather. I started laughing. I was like, oh Lord, here we go. He said they totally, basically just screwed up the entire ending of Legacy. So I'm like, don't touch my movie. Don't mess it up. That's our movie, Zeus. That's our movie.
Right? Yeah. It makes me want to get out the DVD and watch that again.
Yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready to watch that again. I love that movie, man. We love that movie. It's awesome.
Got some member berries in that too.
Yeah, but who cares? Nobody cares.
No.
Who cares?
It works though, because when the son steps into the arcade, the old arcade.
Yes.
And there's plastic and dust covering all the machines, and they start turning on in separate ways. Starts playing. It's just so fucking awesome. It's just like, it's like, oh yeah, fucking 1984. Fuck yeah,
Yeah. I heard Jeff Daniels is in Aries too. I heard.
Yeah.
I heard he made it.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
they've been showing lots of promotion with him in it. Yeah. Peacock got the Tom Petty documentary. That's a pretty good documentary. If anyone is into music,
yeah, Tom Petty.
Yeah, it's on. It was on Amazon like last year and earlier this year, but it's on Peacock now. It's about the making.
Pedro, did you watch that Springsteen documentary?
No, I don't even remember Springsteen.
Oh, that was so good.
I know there's a Billy Joel one, but I haven't seen that.
That's what I'm talking about, Billy Joel. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That was so good.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one yet.
Either. That man was a mess.
He
was so good.
What's Your Next? I don't remember this movie. Your Next.
Oh, that's a horror flick. It's it's all right.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I haven't seen it.
You don't want to watch just for the hell of it? And you know what? I know it sucks. I know it's stupid, but I'm going to watch it anyway. Freddy vs. Jason. Why not?
Well, that's not pretending to be a great movie.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not.
True.
That's pure fan service.
Check out what I got out of my that last free pack they gave out on Slam.
Oh wow!
See, I missed it because I'm on the floor with you guys.
Yeah.
So, thank you. Thank you, by the way.
Hey, I missed them all, James. I missed them all.
Hold on, let me see. Oh, look at that. Look at the. You know what?
Iconic too, man.
Wow.
I hate you.
I hate you.
Bozilla.
Bozilla.
Let's see. Anything else going on? You guys want to touch on before we wrap things up, or?
I haven't started my Halloween movies run yet. I mean, because I normally do the original Carpenter classic. And maybe sometimes I throw in the Rob Zombie one for the hell of it. But I don't know if I'm gonna do the zombie one this year. I don't know. But I will be doing Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. Because I got it, because that song. Fucking classic.
Oh, yeah.
3 more days of Halloween. Silver Shamrock. Yeah.
Hey kids, it's time for the horror show.
Yeah. There you go, Pedro. Yeah, there you go.
It's terrible, but I was Stephanie and I do enjoy that movie a lot for some reason. It's a terrible movie though, but yeah, we do enjoy
Yeah, it's
it.
horrible, but it's awesome. It's a must watch.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. But I'm gonna do the classic Carpenter. I'm gonna go on my Carpenter binge. I'm gonna do Halloween, then I'll do The Thing, and then I'll do the Mouth of Madness. So should be alright.
And somewhere in there you'll fit in Love Is Blind, and you'll.
Jesus.
Woo! Do, 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 do.
What about you, Zeus? Anything you've been watching or you heard about that you want to talk about before we wrap it up?
No, like I said, check out that movie Mako on
All right, Netflix.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
There's a new Shark Horror flick coming out too, Zeus. I wanted to see. I forget the name of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like a World War II, and it's all practical effects.
It's like it's an Australian film, I believe, right?
Yeah. It's all practical effects.
Nice.
Yeah, I forgot the name of that shit. Hold on, I'm gonna find it. Now I'm gonna find it.
Like War Beast or Beast of War or something.
Yeah. There you go, Pedro. Something like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I gotta find it. It's
Beast of War. Beast of War, I think. Yeah.
The Beast of War. There you go.
I'll throw the trailer up in the Mark Out Mania chat. I'm not, or we can watch it after we go off the air if you want, but we not on the air. Not on the air.
Yeah, because since we have to have purple dinosaurs, with bad breath.
It's more of a dark mauve. I wouldn't call it purple.
Dark mauve, yeah, okay. Violet, a violet, a violet.
Yeah, violet. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a violet.
Violet and fuchsia.
Yeah, fuchsia. There you go.
James, you were cutting it up, spinning last night. You got anything going on this week?
Yes, I was jamming live on Real House Radio. It was a pretty good show, a pretty good show. A lot of listeners. I'll be doing it again this Friday again, God willing. Then after that, I'll be here Saturday with you guys, and then as we start to head into November, I got to start gearing up for the Lord Luxathon. But even before that, all the DJs at Real House Radio are coming to Florida from all across this great country of ours.
Oh wow!
We're having We're having 5 Real House Radio DJs. One from San Francisco, one from South Carolina, one from New York, then another one, I believe, from Minnesota, all converging here in Orlando, and then we're going to do a live Real House Radio back to back stream. So it should be fun.
Nice. And that's in November?
From your house?
No. No, it's not going to be my house, please, no. Please, I'll have to hire Shane Douglas to get out of my garage. No, it'll be it's going to be at a bar / like a bar / lounge venue, and it's going to be a daytime thing, just because we're all old, so this way we can eat, drink, mix, and go home at a reasonable time. So it should be pretty fun.
That does sound like a good time there, James.
Yeah, man, 5 different DJs from all across the U.S. So
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, Real House Radio Live, the tour, the fucking like Blue Man Group.
James is going on tour.
Yeah, I'm going on tour and shit. Yeah, I'm going from one side of Orlando to the other. Yeah, okay, that's my tour. Hell out of here.
Let's see.
And then after that, I gotta get ready for Lord Luxathon.
The Lord Luxathon.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that him just
They're,
That's
they're
no,
watching
because-
AEW and Survivor Series.
AEW, NXT, and Survivor Series. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I forgot about the NXT, but yeah.
Yeah. So, I get to crack jokes on AEW live. So, that's always good.
I just wanted to show. I have a new schedule starting up in full this coming week. On Monday, I'll be streaming music live on YouTube. On YouTube,
Yeah.
it'll only be like an hour. I'm gonna try to keep it at an hour. And then Tuesdays is looking at cards on Twitch. Wednesdays music on Twitch. Fridays art jam on Twitch, and then Saturday mornings, of course, is the Mark Out Mania podcast. With you guys.
Yeah, man. Listen, I'm a dude, Pedro. I'm trying to get all this stuff in before the Babu Hut expires. You know what I'm saying? So, go for it, man. You got a lot of stuff going on. Go for it.
I hope it's not because of my heart that I have to get.
No, but go for it. You know what I'm saying? Do it.
I'm like, do you know something I don't know, James?
Don't wait.
Like,
Don't wait till tomorrow.
I've been seeing signs. No, it's because it's for various reasons. I have to do a more active schedule. But
that's good.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't wait till tomorrow because it's not promised.
No. I mean, if that's the case, I would just go somewhere. I mean, just leave. But I want to thank.
I'm leaving, Pedro. I'm leaving. I'm going to Alexa's house. That's where I'm going.
As long as just make sure you don't see any handcuffs or chains anywhere. No bindings.
No, I'm good. Oh my gosh, you gotta take my eyes open to watch AEW.
Want to thank Double B and Finish Line Comics for hanging out.
Yes, sir. Thanks, guys.
Out there, because I've seen the numbers, so I know we have some lurkers out there. Any lurkers out there? Thank you guys for hanging out. We appreciate it. Everyone, take care. Have a great weekend. I don't know why I said that like
Tony the Tiger.
Yeah, Tony the Tiger. But have a great weekend. Or now I sound like Vampire or Dracula. But and adios.
Peace.